bracket semifinal. Lucifer versus Infi. Again, the former world champion, the former best human in the world, is playing Orc against Undead. And we start once again on Last Refuge, just like we did in the series against WFZ. We start at 0-0, of course, and it is again a best of 3.
Is he gonna eliminate the next Undead here in the lower bracket with his off race? Lucifer, where do we put him among the top 5 Undeads? I suppose rank 4?
Yeah, I think above TBC for sure.
Who's 5?
TBC.
I mean, is he?
TBC had some interesting results recently, man. He's kind of getting in shape or something, but who else?
Who else do we have?
Yeah, that's the question. There's no belief.
Ente.
Come on, Ente's not even the #1 in Germany.
Oh, nice. You picked that up. So, anyways, Lucifer starting with a fast DK here. Something that WFZ used to do all the time. Doesn't seem to do anymore. In the Orc base, it's looking very standard. No Farseer here. It's gonna be Blade Master. It is the old patch after all. The last time today. Back to Warcraft. Against WZ here, we played a meta opening, but then went into Wind Riders afterwards. The thing is, it's very likely that Lucifer has seen those games. So I wonder if he's gonna adjust in a certain way.
He was in the game with us, so yeah, it is very likely that if he didn't stare at his wall, that he saw what happened. And he is opening up differently than WFZ, going for a fast DK already.
Maybe he was watching the new season of Westworld on the second monitor, Neo.
Oh, I watched that yesterday. Good start, but I am confused as fuck. I have no idea what's going on, and I thought, okay, maybe it's due to my English, because they mumble a lot there. And then I checked Reddit, and the top comment was, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. 6,500 upvotes, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. The first season started off really well, but kind of lacked, what's it called? Matter? Like, no, substance, that's the one. It seemed like style over substance.
I like the ending. The ending was great.
I like the twist where we were shown that it's 2 different timelines. That was kind of cool. Well, but in the world of Warcraft, we have a pretty slow opening. Both players here taking out little camps. Blade Master actually going for the over Magi. I like that he's scouting for this as well. Sends the Grunt north to make sure the Blade Master and the DK won't be harassing this. Already has a very nice inventory and can grab up another great item here. Oh, once again the greater mana.
Only 20 HP remaining, and he's going to scout a little. Getting closer to level 2, big mana potion, of course, amazing. Is he really that greedy and steals this one? He's going for the decay with his damage that he has, and he deals a big amount of damage here. Backstep again. There is no potion for Lucifer. He is about to lose his first hero. Man, Infi with the power performance on his Blade Master. Barely any HP and still getting the kill. Very well done, and jumps onto level 2.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the better idea there was for Lucifer to threaten the counter kill, you know, instead of running away.
He stole the claw, by the way, as well, so that helped in the kill. Oh, man.
So claws are still good. Wouldn't even have made a difference in this case.
True, there was no crit. Match. Yeah, it's not like claws are a throwaway item in 1.29. It's just they're not that good anymore.
Are under attack.
Yeah, I mean all additional damage also. Coda Aura and the occasional Warsong Battle Drums. Or what's it called? Command Aura.
Claws of attack as well. Trifecta completed and so much mana to work with. Tier 2 is almost completed, and yeah, Lucifer the DK is back. He gets level 2, but everything is so delayed for him.
And honestly, this was pretty much all Lucifer's fault. Why did he take so much damage from the creep camps? That's not necessary. He opened up that window of opportunity for the Orc, and Infi capitalized without regret and without mercy. And he keeps on stacking up here. Is this level 3 for him? It almost is, I think. It's very close.
Well, he's getting bonus experience, right? Ring of protection for him here. Nah, I don't think
he is. That's right. Oh, Neo. Damn.
But it's not enough, no.
Not quite.
Did you get the bonus experience? I asked you that like 1 week ago. If you do you still get the bonus experience if you start the Shadow Hunter, or?
I believe so. I'm not 100 on this, but I think so. I think as long as he's not out yet, you do.
Okay.
Nice steal here from the DK. Keeps the Blade Master on level 2. That's actually a big deal. Gloves on the ground. He doesn't want to give him up though. And the DK creeping up the null over there. If only the Blade Master knew. If only he knew.
Yes.
He could steal it, but it's nighttime. So actually the DK hits level 3 before his counterpart, but he will be following up very quickly. SH is out. And what's up with these undeads not knowing about SH timings, man? It's like the most predictable thing ever. TTP's here, trying to save his fiend. Split second.
That would have been enough for sure. Yeah, Lucifer taking some risks, taking out that null camp, and he has to do something unconventional to get back in this game after the early DK loss. And I think it's quite fine with a level 2 DK, 3 DK now. Oh, this ward is nice. So much vision from the high ground. Shadowhunter gets some more time to creep. And tier 3 halfway through. Raiders are coming. He's shifting away from this Wyvern play that we've seen before.
I think it became pretty apparent in that game that low numbers of Wyvern suck ass. So he's not gonna do that anymore. And super heavy Wyvern play is kind of risky as well. Can get countered pretty heavily. So he's just playing the standard.
Blade Master stole another creep.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, this ensnare.
Oh, getting surrounded though! Has to use the greater mana here. Worth it, of course, to survive, but that's a massively powerful item now. Invested. Gone. Forever, Neo. Never to be seen again.
Tomb of experience, maybe? Nope, just a Tomb of strength. Use it on the Lich. Shadowhunter level 2, and another Claws of Attack. Last Refuge with Twisted and Turtle Rock. One of the best maps for Claws. And Echo, of course.
That's good. This is good.
And Zoe Mask.
That's a third Zoe Mask for him, by the way.
Really, really lucky with his items.
Holy shit, these Blade Master items.
Yep.
Oh, baby!
He's a very good hero, man. Celebrating the last day of an effective critical strike.
These crits are gonna be so sick, man. Dude, with the upgraded Kodo aura, he's gonna be at like 33 or something.
Yep. And there's still this mercenary camp where you can find Boots of Quel'Thalas. There's still the rat spots. There's still the turtle spots. I don't think this is the end for the Blade Master yet.
Certainly not today. So, tier 3 done. No TC?
He was delaying the TC a little bit in the games prior. He has no lumber anymore. He goes for reinforced defenses first, which I think is fair.
Player's forces are under attack.
Is he gonna fall to the strongman syndrome here? Because he's gonna grab up the Orb of Lightning here. Probably. And then he doesn't have an invul. And that's the one way the Blade Master can fall to his hubris. Greater mana again, by the way. So I lied. It is to be seen again. But the DK and the Lich, they are huddling around their base, barely getting any creeping done. Just a few here and there. Lich, not yet level 2. Soon to be, though. And once again, the towers are coming. And you said it before. Once the expo is up and mining for the orb, that's usually the win.
Master coming in again. And steal. Ease. Yeah, towers are coming. You said it. Expansion.
Do you pronounce like the EZ, the EZ? Ease? Is that what you just did?
Yes.
I think it's pronounced easy, bruh.
Is that wrong? I don't know. My English not so good.
What I don't understand is why everyone in Twitch chat is saying clap. I don't get it. Usually I'm the meme master, but you probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
Player's forces are under
and now chat is just gonna type clap, and I have no idea what that is. Anyways, mysteries in the world of memes.
Very important topics covered by Remo here.
And monkey here, monkey do. Here's the easy clap, but I still don't know what it is. Oh, one of the wind, dude! But there's a TP. I guess he didn't see that before. One of the wind, by the way, pretty good item.
As long as there's no dispel. Yep, that's true. Plus 23, by the way, on the Blade Master now, thanks to the Orb of Lightning. And with an invul, he gets the statue for free. Why is... Ooh, nice save.
That almost was a massive waste.
Another Wind of the Wind. He's still revealed. Is there a coil? Okay, it wasn't.
But he's fast.
Yeah.
Fast. So, time for a new invul here for the Blade Master. This is the one concern. Yes, he has a lot of damage, but without invul, he pops like a pinata. Still no TC. Despite having the money, is he really? He's towering up heavily down here, man.
3 already, 4th to come.
Infinite
Town
towers.
is under siege.
Even with Orc, man. The 6th race, the tower race, is live. So we do have the invul, as you said. We still have the big mana. No TP on Lucifer's side. We're gonna have a Dark Ranger 3rd, by the way. Destroyer up, as you saw before. No level 3 Lich in general. Super weak Lich, barely naked. Just the Orb at him. And again, he snacks that statue. Getting closer to level 4.
Invul's may be out of stock now, but it really doesn't look like Infi's looking for any kind of fight. He's just playing the split push game and getting his expo up. Now might be the time for the tiny, I believe. In fact, that to be the case.
A player's force.
700 gold.
Yeah, there it is.
On the other side, we have Web on Lucifer's side. This Destroyer Scout, man, is quite dangerous. It's nice. It gives him a lot of vision about the army movement of Infi and the army composition of Infi. But if there's an end snare, this 5 supply unit is gone.
Oh, he wasn't looking, dude. Ooh, lucky break for Lucifer.
Yeah.
There was certainly a possibility for that destroyer to fall. Thing is, he has an expo now. He's gonna make a lot of money. But his army right now, aside from the Blade Master, isn't too good. Like,
Well,
Raiders
the
have
Shadow
snares,
Hunter.
and that's it. The rest about them sucks. And now
I
he's
think
gonna
the
go-
Shadow Hunter is pretty decent as well. With his mana
Yeah.
potion, the Shadow Hunter.
Yeah, but he just heals the Blade Master. Like, that's the only thing that deals damage.
That is correct, yeah.
And now he's going for the Black Citadel. Not really enough Raiders for the kill here, I think. But he's gonna force him back. What time for the expo? Lucifer wants to grab up this red camp before he goes home. And he's gonna be able to do it. Ooh, Ancient Django, that's real nice.
Double
That's
movement speed buff, and Shadow Hunter maybe... Nope, not going for it. Takes out the Raiders, and he's losing the Black Citadel. There's no repair.
Oh,
And
and
he's
there's
gone.
only 3 Acolytes left. With a crit or so, could be more Acolytes lost. Oh, baby.
2 workers remaining against an expansion and pillage. He's not able to reproduce them, as the main building is gone.
Player's forces are under attack.
Well, the scouting Acolyte wanted to come home.
Nope.
I'm home, Daddy. But no. He gets taken out. Yeah. Must be a lot of fun right now for Lucifer to play this game. Very enjoyable. He's gonna get the next red camp though, maybe with another aura. No, it's the helm. Nice for the Dark Ranger.
Yeah, but it's not really what you want. And Infi is doing it again, aiming for the Acolytes, aiming for the
Player's
base.
forces
There's only
are under
one
attack.
Raider. Is that all? Apparently. Oh, we have level 4. Plus 23 damage for crit. Multiplier times 3. That's a lot of damage. And he's cancelling the Necropolis again. Lucifer's mining is so crippled.
I got a big lag right now.
Maybe a hero focus can get him back in the game, but he needs it now. He can't allow Infi to run away with the economy much further. He does have the Unholy Aura plus Endurance Aura. That is plus 20% movement speed, or plus 20, or plus 30% movement speed. But I think the Orc with speed scrolls, etc.,
Player's
still
forces
more
are under
mobile.
attack.
He doesn't even have them. So Lucifer has to camp at home while Infi... He's going for double Necropolis here. Oh man. And the expansion is running and running and running and running. You do have double bestiary, by the way. And he's setting up more towers in the upper left. What a ballsy move by Infi. Oh, almost getting this Blade Master here. Does he want to follow? Oh, Wind of the Wind during the staff. That was not the best idea, my friend. Reveal being used. Coil. Boom. Blade Master down. Is this the opening that Lucifer needed? What can he do now? I mean, the Raiders are still great, but he's having this double Necropolis, trying to get the Acolytes back. But let's take a look at the gold mines. 4,600 is already 1.2k gold. And the DK, what is he doing? I mean, okay, there is no damage. But yeah, the Wind of the Wind can be a great item. And now Lucifer is chasing.
I'm not in.
1,500 gold for Infi. 50 supply for him. And another Invul and a TP this time on the Shadow Hunter.
My reconnect doesn't work.
Okay,
not for this game.
Alright. Lucifer needs to get a few more kills here. Coil Nova onto the Raider. Reduces the damage. The siege damage here. Is he not buying the Blade Master back from the tavern? Seriously. He's just waiting. He has 1,600 gold and he's not buying him back from the tavern. Maybe it's the lumber. U-Wave saves the TC, who is super squishy, by the way. And finally, Lucifer is able to get his Acolytes back. In the end, of course, if the main gold mine is gone, Lucifer will still be mining for quite some time. We will check that once it's fully stacked up again. But Infi is so greedy, playing this without the Blade Master, even if he can easily afford it. So one more Acolyte, we had 4,300 gold here. 1,700 gold difference. But Lucifer, it was fair to stay in this game. Got the hero kill that he needed. But there is it a tiny Great Hall? Yes, second tiny Great Hall for Infi. Lich got the boots here. One Necropolis down again. And this damage is constantly gold income for Infi as well. But he's not breaking upkeep, man. This is as greedy as it gets. Pillage, double expansion. And the Blade Master is back finally. Invul potion immediately. Skeletons are scouting this. There might be a fight here. But without the destroyer, you can't really fight.
I mean, Infi realizes he's in an unlosable position. So he can pretty much do what he wants. I wonder if he does this. Exactly this kind of plays out because he enjoys it, or is it more psychological and he wants to, you know, annoy Lucifer with this?
Yeah, break his opponent, maybe. Lucifer has those days, like when his day starts off well, then he kind of surfs on the momentum and can beat great players as he did in the quarterfinal. But yeah, Infi seems to be breaking him here. Two more ghouls dead. He's going for, oh boy, the crypt. So at first he took out the Necropolis to get rid of the Acolytes, now he's getting rid of the Crypt to get rid of the ghouls.
Yeah, the thing with this Raider base lane stuff is, once the first expo's up, it's a really hard game. That's what you need to prevent. So I think what you want to do against Infi is scout all the time. All of the time, all the time. For towers. And kill the towers.
You need a lot of multitasking for it. He is getting some kills, but of course it doesn't really matter to Infi. He has 2,500 gold. Upgrades for the spears, upgrade for the defense. He doesn't even have a single unit that benefits from this upgrade right now. Okay, that just finished. But yeah, that shows a little bit of arrogance, maybe?
I think you could win this game with Torrent now. I'm not even kidding. Against this army, Torrents are good. Issue is getting there.
Yep.
But he has very sturdy bases. He has how much gold? 3,000 gold almost.
As I said, for free. Lucifer is taking out the first expansion, but the problem is there's 2 gold mines more. Only 1,000 in the natural though, so taking out this one is quite important as the other one is mining longer. He's just not supposed to lose his base right now.
Yeah, Lucifer has to come home to deal with this.
Yep, TP in, TP out. Also 1,000 gold on Lucifer's side, and he's not mining here at all. There's only 5,000 gold remaining in the normal expansion. Of course, he has still 2,000 to work with. Going for Wyvern now. 4 Wyvern coming. And with Ensnare, this should be easy picks for him. Problem is Lucifer doesn't have any normal damage except from the skeletons. So taking out these expansions takes forever with the 1.5k and the 5 armor. Oh, DK! Poor soul! Lord have mercy, this is another TP. And the Expo stays alive.
Could have almost died right there with the TC reaching for the stomp.
Yeah. Infi setting up more towers. And the skeletons are defending. Then another Wind of the Wind, then the Blade Master might die again. Well, apparently not. This is showing his... What a show-off Blade Master, right? To pop the invul there just to kill one unit and then leave again because he can easily afford it. He's down to 1,000 gold though. Since he's not mining at 2 expansions anymore. And the main is gone. So 1 base versus 1 base all of a sudden. But Lucifer has to make sure to get some additional income soonish.
Yeah. And there's gonna be a new expansion for the Orc pretty soon, I think. If Lucifer, I don't know, kills all 3 heroes, then kills the Expo, maybe this is doable, but I'm sorry. Can't see.
I don't know, man. The heroes are getting pretty strong. Close to 5 again. If he is overstaying his welcome with the Blade Master like he is now against the Silence. Okay, there's an invul. Where are the Wyvern arriving, man? I'm still waiting for them. Ensnare on this destroyer. Or did he cancel them? I don't know. Another pickup. That's level 4 for the Lich. Can eat the skeletons now for more mana. Okay, he's grouping them up here. He has 6 of them now. 76 supply for Infi. And another expansion, but it's a normal one in the south. So this fight is really important for Lucifer. If he can get something done here, he might have an opening to kill the expansion in the bottom right and or expand for himself. 1,500 gold remaining for him. But now he's facing the Wyvern. He has Web, but only 3 fiends? 4 fiends, okay. Can he kite against this with the auras? Maybe. Against speed scroll? No way. There's no speed scroll though. With the heal potion, and that's about it, plus a TP. Infi is getting the time for the expansion though. Lucifer can't really go... Oh, and a tiny great hole in the upper left. 2 expansions at the same time. He's completely out of gold now. He spent his 3k that he was banking before. Great timing for you, by the way, to drop out of the game.
I mean, it wasn't intentional.
Is anything you do intentional? Or is it just a life of randomness? Oh, we even have walkers, by the way. Didn't see them yet.
A player's
Spirit
forces
Link.
are under
That's
attack.
quite good. 50 supply versus 80. You usually know how those fights end. There's also no attack from the Undead's main base.
Tell me the biggest crit that we're gonna see.
It's still level 4.
262.
253.
That's probably a little too
Player's
high.
forces are
Yeah,
under
that's too
attack.
high. Okay, I'm gonna go for 232, okay?
No, you said it already.
Damn.
So here we go. Wyvern against Obsidian statues is great fun if you're the Orc player. And this goes for destroyers as well. There's not enough web here to web them all down and kite a bit. You see these volleys, man, they're crazy, even against fiends. And with Spirit Link, they even survive as there's no destroyer anymore to get rid of it. Stomp is available now. And the Lich is suffering hard. 237, oh boy. Lucifer is taking this fight quite well, getting rid of a few fiends, but the Dark Ranger falls. Hex on the DK, perfectly done, executed with a critical strike. Level 4, and yeah, this match was over for quite some time.
Indeed, it was. And Infi's reign of dominance with the Horde continues against the next undead. And this is once again fuel in the fires of all the plebs out there who still think Orc is OP. It's not really. I'm just not playing all too well.
Alright. It is Infi is 3-1 against Undead now with Orc. Lucifer's map choice now though.
Well, you can see it in the thingy-majiggy, in the room list.
Oh yeah, it's up to Rocket is. Color did I pick? Okay.
Okay. Trollrock, there was also the counter pick for WFZ where he played well and got the equalizer. Not enough in the end to make that his series. I think the most important thing for Infi is really scout all the time. Prevent those towers. Because once there's 4 towers up there, even if the Orc is behind and has the weaker army, it's super hard to break that.
Yeah. 1,500 viewers here, by the way, for the finals of a Color Cup. I hope there will be more once we get closer to TH and Moon, the 2 big names here in the tournament. I mean, Infi, of course, as well. But Infi recently, not the greatest results this year. He was 3rd place in New Year's Cup, where there were only 4 teams. He got the 2nd place in Seer Cup, only losing to Lin. But apart from that, man, his year wasn't that great. AWL, he lost in the 2nd round. DouYu Super League, he dropped in the group stage. Same for GCS Winter, so... We thought at GCS Summer that Infi is back again, when he claimed 2nd place after 1-2-0, but apparently not.
That grand final was so sick, man. With... what's it called? Animate Dead.
Animate Dead.
That was so good. Alright, here we go. Map number 2, Turtle Rock. Always the toss-up question. Is it going to be close positions? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. And this is especially problematic when the Orc goes for 2 burrow tech with lots of grunts early on, which Infi didn't do just in the last game, but showed before that he does like to take that route every now and then. And if he scouts here, he's probably going to do it. But probably he's going to have to decide on the build before the scout. Anyways, though, fast DK build here from Lucifer. Something that is hard to pull off on Turtle Rock as there are no critters on the map. Hard for you to find even any decent creep camps with critters. You can go for the little turtles, of course. But they don't give you too much now, do they?
Well, they give you a corpse and then you have skeletons. That's okay. But yeah, I agree. But if the Orc is attacking super fast and you open up with a Fiend build, that is also hard to do. Especially here on close position when the Wyvern can just directly fly into your base.
And the Peon scouting it. The Acolyte actually scouts across the map to not reveal close positions, should the Orc be there. But now he knows. He sees the Blight. And wouldn't surprise me here to see a 2nd Burrow very soon. That would be, however, 2nd Burrow plus shop plus scouting Peon. That would be a very late tech indeed.
Yeah, we have a 2nd Burrow. We don't have a shop yet, but I think against Undead you kind of need it for the selves.
Yeah, I think so too. So, what's he gonna do with the Blade Master? Could go for the Circlet and the Ogre and then heal up after, but that gives Lucifer a lot of space and freedom to do what he wants for a while. And with how aggressively Infi has shown himself to be, I would have expected him to run over, but no.
He goes for the shop again, this time most likely the focus creep with only sniping the Magi since there is a grunt coming. But does he really want to pull it off again to creep this entire spot? It takes so much time, as he knows about close position. I don't know, but he scouted the build as well. So
yeah, and he's actually doing it. Dude, this is super risky.
DK is coming as well.
Oh, and the grunt gets ensnared. Catastrophe.
This is almost the worst outcome that you can get. Coil or not? Yes, gets
and
it.
The Tome of Experience.
And the Tome of Experience again.
And the grunt may die. Oh my god.
He is blocked there. Blade Master's trying to get some damage, but it's too greedy.
If
Way.
he gets last hit, it's level 2 for the DK. On the ground. And he's gonna get it. Skeleton. Oh my god.
0 experience on this Blade Master, despite finding a Tome of Experience. And the DK investing 1 coil is level 2 already. You don't need skeletons at all. You don't need critters on this map. What are you talking about, Remo?
But I mean, Infi, why does he take that risk? He's
Super
scouted the
unnecessary.
close positions.
Overconfidence maybe after map 1.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh man, what a fail.
How can he come back now? I mean, his game plan is ruined. He can try to catch some reinforcements, but is it enough damage on level 1? I don't think so. I like how Lucifer is positioning the 2 ziggurats here to to defend his gold mine from upcoming Wyvern, maybe.
That's quite a ways away though. Who has... Yeah, the other has the tech advantage. That's what I thought as well. 2 borrow plus shop for the orc. Takes a long time. Blade Master now finally gets some creeping done. With 1 grunt. The other for him is scouting. The Ogre Magi way in the back. Is he still the Ogre? Gonna see the Ogre Magi here? No. Lucifer is gonna creep up the Ogre Maulers instead, hoping for some claws of attack. And Infi is doing the very same thing on the other side of the map. Good grunt scouting here. Nicely spread all over Turtle Rock, and he's gonna see the Undead here in just a moment. Too late really to do anything. Too far away anyways to do anything about this creep. No claws, but the circlet also nice for the DK. And this game is looking good for the Korean.
I agree. Way, way better than game 1 where he lost his DK super early on. Basically, the game on Last Refuge turned on its head. This time it is Infi who loses quite a bit. Especially experience, but why is he... Okay, he's just sniped the warrior, right? That's why he's only level 2 in a bit. Lich is coming. No tier 3, no slaughterhouse yet, but will be coming up in a bit. Tier 2 tech for Infi as well. By the way, don't worry, this is not Lucifer, it's just a name bug again. So, double beastery or not? Here's the first one. Here's the second one.
Okay, so this time it's gonna be all out Windriders. Especially with close positions here, makes sense against the Acolytes. If Lucifer's in tech when they attack, this is very disruptive, which certainly could work out exactly that way. But the Blade Master actually did a really good job recovering. He was 1 entire level behind, and now he's pretty much neck and neck with the DK, who found the claws of attack here. Very nice drops for him, circlets and those claws. And now gonna go for his own shop. Usually a little dangerous, especially with him having no more skeletons to use. But Infi is just creeping up, man. Matt's creeping now after his horrendous start, and he's gonna get his level 3 in the bottom right.
Okay, a lot of giant strength, of course, not the ideal outcome. Watcher Ward in a very good position for Lucifer, who's getting Talisman of Evasion. Lich is out though, so he has something against hero focus, at least a little bit. Morphine's no upgraded towers here next to the gold mine. That could be a big weakness with these Wyvern coming out.
Yeah, needs to get a Spirit Tower here, of course, once he does see the Wyvern. But when the Wyvern are on the water, like attacking the top left Acolyte, like barely any tower can attack them.
Yeah.
I think he has to kill that 1 single tree and then make a ziggurat, so
I agree.
some pretty abusive strats possibly to be coming out here in a moment.
He's scouting it with the Acolyte. Wait, is he staying on tier 2 and towering? Yep!
Oh, he's all in!
Sacrificial Skull and an Acolyte, but of course can be killed easily with the Wyvern usually. There's no web yet as it seems. He's trying to kill the tower instantly. There's no more Wyvern coming, man. Infi is short on lumber. Kills the first ziggurat though. Second one coming up. He should kill the Acolyte. But this is super old school. The Orc... Ah, there we go. Web is available. And GG by Infi. Very well done. Realizing that there's gonna be a super weak spot for the Orc after this early game and exploiting it immediately.
That was really cool. That was the perfect strat actually to go for. We see that rarely only nowadays. Didn't we see it from Lucifer actually on Twisted Meadows a couple of days ago, and it totally failed?
Yep.
But there it was the perfect position to do it in. So well done. Easy game. And 1-1 again.
Mostly due to the greed of Infi, right? I mean, if he doesn't go for that creep spot, then...
Yeah, then the game's totally different, yeah.
Echo Isles again. Same maps as we saw in the first best of 3 here today between Infi and WFZ. Thank you very much, Alu Ray, for the 2-month resub. Hope you enjoy your replay packs and no advertisements here. What's with the formal outfits today? This is the funeral for patch 1.28. This is the last broadcast of Back to Warcraft showing patch 1.28. From this point on, it is all gonna be 1.29 for us.
I must say, I do kind of hope for Infi to win, just to figure out what the next round is going to be, because that's going to be TH versus Infi. That could actually be random versus random.
Yeah, we saw it.
You saw this before. I've never casted it before, but that's pretty cool.
I casted a best of 7 random between the two. It was the GCS qualifier one, like the February or March February qualifier. Yeah, that was fun indeed. Oh, we have a little subtrain coming in here. Thank you, Hansberry and Dr. Metwurst. I've seen your name before and liked it and still like it. Thank you very much, guys.
Metwurst, that would be pretty nice right now.
Oh,
I must say.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I haven't had anything to eat yet either today.
Need to get some runtime shake in the break.
Maybe we can convince them to make some runtime Metwurst. Performance Metwurst.
I would be up for that.
Or how about energy drink with Metwurst flavor?
Metwurst flavor. Seriously, there is energy drinks with currywurst flavor, but not from runtime. Yeah, but not from runtime though.
Oh,
runtime is doing normal flavors, but man, that was. I saw it and I was tempted to buy it because I'm sometimes a little disgusting, but no, I'm sticking to this.
Have you ever tried sauerkraut juice?
Wow, it's horrible.
I have never tried it. The thing that I always wanted to try it, but what kept me from it, the deterring factor, was in the supermarket, there's like 5-6 different bottles of sauerkraut juice, and every single one has different shades of its color. It's like, guys, what the hell is going on inside? You don't seem to know what you actually want.
Sauerkraut juice, man. So weird.
I always think it's so weird that people on airplanes drinking tomato juice. Oh, it tastes so good up in the air. It's not true. It still tastes like shit.
You were so disappointed when we flew to China for the first time in 2014. You're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go for that tomato juice. People say it tastes totally different. And then you were so disappointed, cried on my shoulder.
And then we just kept on drinking Jack and Coke.
No, in 2014 we didn't know that on long distance planes there's free alcohol, so we didn't.
Not on all, though. Not on the Russian ones, because on the Russian ones, they can't afford it.
But KLM. And of course, Emirates, the best airline in the world.
At Emirates Airlines, they actually started asking us if we wanted to have alcohol, and they were having fun with us.
To be honest, they didn't ask us anymore, they just brought us more.
Yes, even better.
The best food is tuna brownies. What? What?
That sounds weird, but I don't even think that sounds so disgusting. Because tuna doesn't really taste like fish. Tuna tastes like tuna, you know?
That's right. I love tuna sandwiches.
Yeah, dude. So good.
We have a join bug, by the way, so we have to...
Haven't had that in forever, dude.
I had this like when I was solo casting. On Saturday, I guess. But it wasn't my fault, so it was just the other guys. Ready. It's so convenient that you just have to click ready again. Love Netties. Blizzard Classics team, you can learn from them. And I hope you do.
Tuna brownies is dog food. Actually, my old roommate, he was curious about what the cat food tastes like, and then he tried it. I thought that was really disgusting. I mean, there's no real reason. It's just, meat and like this kind of jelly stuff. But would you try cat food or dog food?
Like for free?
Yeah, just out of curiosity. Or if I dare you to, if I say, come on, Neo, do it.
If you dare me...
Would you do it on stream, Neo? Would you do it for 10 subs?
Let me sing first. Let's say for 600 subs, I eat... What's better, dog or cat food? You know that?
You have to try. You have to try both, of course.
Yeah, for 600 subs, I will try dog food first. Oh man, I'm such a sellout. I became such a sellout, man.
Totally sellout, man. So good.
I had a discussion yesterday if people would try human food, like human meat.
Oh god, what?
Wouldn't you? Aren't you curious?
No, dude, that's
like,
fucking gross.
Why? Why is it different than any other animal?
Well, it's inherently in our brain to avoid cannibalism.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Be careful when we fly to China in June, Remo.
Why, you want to eat me?
Maybe just a little piece of you.
You don't need both arms,
try, you know. I don't want to kill you. I just want to... Oh, whatever. This is gonna be...
Maybe I'm gonna give you one of my toes. I don't need all 10.
Alright, boys. Deciding game in this lower bracket. Semifinal. Lucifer versus Infi. It would be the best performance or the best result for Lucifer in a long time. Ending up third in a cup. And actually getting prize money there. So the winner of this map is in the prize pool ranks. That is, I think, $600. 800 actually. So yeah, this map is for $800.
Oh yeah. Echo Isles. What did you play here earlier?
He played a normal meta. And expanded.
Yeah, and WZ fucked up super hard. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember. And early towers again. Early towers before tier 3.
Yeah.
Something that Lucifer should definitely scout for. Maybe that was the maybe I was being a little too hard on WZ. Maybe that was the reason why he refused to go back, because he knew otherwise the towers were going to come up. So maybe that there was a legit reason for him to stay there, but it looked very foolish.
Right, it's obviously not a ghoul build. It's again the early DK. On the other side for Infi, we have so far a 1 burrow tech with shop, so nothing rushed, no mass wyvern again. Just the usual spiel for both of them. And I'm trying to figure out when Lucifer had a result like this in a big tournament. And I'm scrolling down at Liquipedia, and oh, Neo Star League actually, season 4. Wait, really? Ah, okay, that was lower bracket semi-final as well, with $750 prize pool. Okay, so it's not that long ago. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest.
But he could improve on that. Results here. Getting to 3rd. Or did he get to 3rd?
No, he went 5th to 6th, but the prize pool was kind of the same. Neo Star League, of course, $22,000 tournament. Color Cup is 6,200, but we're gonna have a 2nd edition later this year. That is confirmed already.
So yeah, meta start once again for the Blade Master. Pretty unfortunate to find the ring only here, but maybe able to get the Trapper. In fact, gets all the skeletons. Getting him close to level 2. He could use a coil here. Oh, actually it's 105 HP. So Lucifer was looking at it. But so the Windwalk gets the last hit.
Oh man, not too much experience for the undead. Teching now, but of course it is a little faster, a little slower than the Orc tech. Not too much to do at the moment for Lucifer. But on the other side...
It's Dennis in chat, actually. The guy who I met here, who was crashing at my place for the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Turns out this Lucifer's his favorite player ever. Didn't know that. Well then, for your sake, let's hope that he's doing well here.
Oh boy, but look at the inventory of the Blade Master. This is not looking too promising for him. Double claws of attack.
Last hit. Lucifer might be able to get it. 2 right clicks and a coil will give him the Ogre Magi. Going in with a Fiend, that one might get ensnared. That's dangerous. He's dancing with it again. We saw this before from WFZ. And once again, it seems to be unsuccessful. If he gets the coil now, oh, again too late.
Split second though, the sword is faster than the coil. And yeah, this is level 2 on the Blade Master now. No Unholy Aura. He's quite far away, man. 60% away from level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Infi's gonna have a dominant early mid game again.
Yeah, and Death Knight having no aura, no mana. Well, 1 coil soon, but that's it pretty much. If he went for boots here, he could apply so much pressure, but he wants to save that money. As his tier 2 finishes up right now for Infi, we're gonna have the Shadowhunter coming out. Bestiary in tier 3 if he follows the path that he has walked so far. Or is it double Bestiary perhaps again? No, it seems like that was a desperation more than anything.
More dancing for creeps, but Infi's playing this so well. The positioning of the Blade Master keeps the DK away from the creeps, and in the meantime, his grunts can creep up these berserkers easily. Really cool play, but the DK is coming back for a little revenge, has 1 coil, but the berserkers both over 100 HP, so can't coil them. Bestiary, Shadowhunter, early Warmill, so most likely early towers again.
And Warmill before the tech, right? Here it is. Is it going to be super early towers then this time? Possibly. He really doesn't want to give up these berserkers, man. The DK can't find the last hit. Oh, could there be a grunt block here? There is a scroll of speed, but didn't want to use it.
Kind of funny to see how disabled the Death Knight is. I mean, he got some experience here with the Fiends now, but that's still not enough for level 2.
His Lich is almost out though. Tier 3 on its way, Slaughterhouse coming. So at least he didn't take any losses in his units or hero. But yeah, the experience is the big worry. Acolyte in the main for the Orcs. Scouting. Didn't quite see the Warmer, I don't think.
Infi got both of the unique creep spots, the 6 o'clock and the 12 o'clock, plus the items as well. This is pretty significant. Level 2.5 on the blade. Still no aura. He has 3 fiends. What's coming now? Slaughterhouse, of course, and tech. Not an easy situation to deal with for the undead. Shadowhunter is creeping up. God. Okay, the Magi is still around. But the Blade Master is sniping this. Good multitasking by Infi. Finds a circle, which is always nice. He's not leaving Lucifer too much to creep on this map, honestly.
Yeah. It's gonna have the Merc Camp. It's gonna be a lot of experience and possibly a good item for him. And here are the 2 peons into towers again. Now, this has been happening over and over.
A player's forces
I wonder
are
though,
under attack.
it's kind of hard to cancel
Town
these,
is under
right?
siege.
The Orc has Ensnare, he has Hex. Blade Master already level 3, DK not even level 3. So honestly, this is just like a solid timing for the Orc. If
Yeah,
you
I
cancel
agree.
those towers, it's gonna be pretty costly for you.
I agree. You have to walk all the way across the map, especially in a position now. I mean, if the early game is going well for the undead, then it's fine. He can give up creeping a little bit. Ooh, finally got it. And he got the ring as well. Oh, but the DK is quite low. But it's fine, I think.
Raider, Ensnare. He's in range. Here's the Hex.
Oh.
He needs a bunch of crits though to get the kill here. Unlikely, especially with the rings. Trying to walk out. The Blade Master's in trouble. He says the Invul though. Invul transferred from the shop just a moment ago. DK, does he have to go for the TP? No. Holds on to it. 1 fiend lost though.
Ooh, that was close for both here. Could have seen a hero kill maybe. So yeah, what I wanted to say is, if the undead has a good early game, he can afford it to give up a little on creeping and run over to cancel this. But especially with the early game that Lucifer had, there's no way he can give up on that. He needed to creep on his side of the map, otherwise it's too dangerous, because the Shadowhunter's coming out, the Raiders are there with the Ensnare. He can't take big risks, and he needs to creep at the same time. So I totally agree with his timing.
Let's looking for some pickups. Oh, the Blade Master. Which has the Nova. With the DK in range, he could have just died. I guess he did have a heal wave. 1 grunt killed, but lots of mana invested. DK speaking of mana, has nothing. And no potion either. And once again, Infi
A player's forces
going for the
are
split
under attack.
push, the counter-attack. Not wanting to take a fight, not yet.
Pillage is being researched. What's he diving for? Blocking a little with the Acolyte here, but of course that doesn't last too long. I like that he snipes this. I said this for many years. The Achilles heel of the Undead is the Tome of Rex. Of course you can reproduce it quite quickly, but does he even have the orb yet? Oh yes, he does, so that's good. But no statues anymore at this point, and he needs the regen. He's down to 1.
And there is Slaughterhouse as well, but he is killing these towers. So he is keeping this expo from coming up, but at a hefty price.
This destroyer upgrade is going to be so late. Townfall's home now. This is 1 free kill for the Blade Master, maybe because the Fiend is so low. Does he realize?
Oh, he left half his army behind! The typical noob mistake. You click into your base and you double click the TP and suddenly half your army's missing. I can tell you from experience. It has happened to me a bunch of times.
I feel you, mate. I feel you.
Might get 1 Raider here with a Nova.
3 claws in the orb, by the way. Plus 25 damage. This might be the last time we see a super pimp Blade Master on Echo Owls. Still no level 4 though. And Windwalk level 2, so no big crits yet.
If he goes for the DK, there's no TP. There is a healing potion, but that only does so much. The Fiend will... He is priced... Oh, there's no coils! Huh, that's why. He's surrounded though, but he has lots of mana to get out. Takes out the ghoul before.
Man, things are not looking good for Lucifer.
A
He has to
player's
reproduce
forces are under
the
attack.
shop and the slaughterhouse, so at the moment he can only go for ghouls. Same reaction that WFZ did with the Dreadlord. Of course, Lucifer has the Dark Ranger already, so that's not an option.
Oh, I got a feeling a lot of people on ladder are gonna start playing this stuff now, man. Oh. Fun times.
No expansion yet, and Infi is again heavily investing into this. 5 towers and a shop before going for the tiny Great Hall. He's not saving up too much gold yet, since he's not at 50 supply, I guess. At least at 300. That's fine. Another clause in here, by the way, as well as a bigger mana potion and a claw plus 9 and a big invul. So if he gets this expo running, this marketplace is a pretty good shop for the orc.
Is he gonna love it as much as you used to love, goddamn it, what's it called? That catalog thingy with all the metal stuff in it? What was it called? EMP, exactly. Like you used to love EMP back in the day.
Do you remember that? Oh my god. Why?
Lots of my friends really like that thing. Not exactly my taste.
Yeah, I see that.
How many of those
player's
belts
forces are
with
under
the
attack.
bolts on it did you have?
Oh, 0.
Really?
Wasn't that kind of a guy.
What kind of a guy were you?
Oh, dude. I got like chains at my pants, like super metal
Oh,
mode.
nice. So people could hear you coming. You weren't the best ninja.
Ching, ching, ching. Yeah. It was the Knight of Wismor.
So, well, Expo's up here with 5 towers.
By the way,
scouted it.
still level 2 DK, man.
Yeah.
This nuke isn't too great. The Blade Master might be a glass cannon, but I think he can afford it, man. There's not enough nuke in this army.
He's trying the counter Expo again. And I don't blame him. Cracking 5 towers pretty hard.
Yeah, especially with... I mean, against human, doable because of heavy armor, but against fortified, no way.
A player's forces
That,
are
however,
under attack.
exposes you very, very severely to Raider counterattacks. When you have 2 bases, it's even easier to find juicy targets. And they're in the base. They do have pillage, and they do quite a bit of damage. No damage upgrades yet for them. But still, the crit's gonna fall.
Not the shiniest play, but super efficient. He scouts the expansion, he knows what's up, he can split his forces. Shadowhunter is decent. And there is another bestiary coming for him, so even more raiders plus the TC. He sees himself in a very good position now and can invest into infrastructure a little.
Lich at home by himself here to defend. A little dangerous with lots of end snares at the ready. Blade Master going for the haunted gold mine with all of his claws. This should be pretty easily doable. Grunt will give his life, but that's a life well spent.
But finally level 3.
He doesn't have Windwalk. Could have been surrounded.
Dangerous. Here's the coil level 2. Can he somehow...
He's gonna die.
Well, oh yeah, he has another coil. It's a cooldown off. Yes! And again, Infi losing this blade. Being too confident here. He bought time with his expansion.
Okay, though. Look at his money, dude.
Oh, 1.2k. Okay, I see. Yeah, that was a... Yeah, that was worth it then. Kill the expansion for a rebuy. It's not a super high level BM. Yeah, I see.
I'm just gonna get the invul now. TC is out third. He's a little low on lumber here, something that usually never happens to orcs. But he's tier 3 in towers and all that. He's gonna cancel this expo again. Oh, could this be a mistake? All of the unleashed forces are in position as soon as the Lich gets here.
And again, there's no mana on the Blade Master, so he has to work with what he has, and that is the invul potion, so 7 seconds to get out. Lich is here now with level 2.5, going for Blight to put up some towers, I guess.
So he lost 2 raiders here, but he did delay the haunted gold mine once again.
With the expansion in the back, still a good trade, I feel. And in the north, there's raiders again.
Only 2 though.
Yeah, and he's in range of the Black Citadel and the Nerubian.
So Dark Ranger and DK go north to deal with this, but they realize, you got like nothing. Don't need to worry about that at the moment. But lots of gold on the orc side. He can explode into 70-80 supply very soon. If he wants to do that with Wind Riders perhaps again. What's his infrastructure?
A player's force
2 bestiary in here. He went for the Envenom Spears. Cancelled though. Was on upgrade instead. Blade staffing into the main. A lot more damage now. And yeah.
Yeah, with the Kodo especially, and since the DK is no range hero, you can't really defend it against the Hex and the Ensnare. You don't want to overcommit, overexpose your first hero. But again, no mana on the Blade Master, trying to block. With the Skellies, is the Nova coming? No, but a speed scroll. That's fine.
This is actually working out. This counter expansion, this is actually gonna work.
Nerubian is up. Spirit Tower is up. Haunted Goldmine is up.
Oh, but he's going into upkeep now, Infi. He's gonna have a lot of stuff very soon.
Still going for grunts in the late game. Very good buffer unit. And decent damage against fiends. And of course, if you can use that barracks as a production building as well, you're gonna have the 70 supply army faster. Lucifer invested a lot into this. And it's not fully mining yet. Only 3 acolytes.
He's trying to intercept them here. Oh. Missed that one.
Or not.
I think he's being a little too aggressive here. Our good friend the orc. Could just be creeping because his hero levels are pretty bad. Of course the blade's good, but the SH needs level 3 at this point, and the TC needs level 2.
He's attacking with the raiders.
I think he could creep on his side of the map, be safe with a TP, and Blade Master maybe harassing acolytes at the expansion to keep the undead busy as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's once again going for the 6 Wyvern push, which does take some time. Ghoul Frenzy is coming, so Lucifer is expecting more raiders. He's not mining at the moment, so wasting a little more time, but now he has 10 acolytes in his 2 gold mines.
And he has 3 shades, by the way.
That's nice. Good map control. That.
And
Why are
finally,
they just in the base? No, right?
creeping continues here. This will be level 3 for the SH. This will most likely be level 2 for the TC as well. He has 80 supply and a lot of gold still to spend.
And he can still creep 3 spots if he wants to. This Murloc, the Mercenary Camp, and the Turtle, while the Blade Master is harassing. Getting closer to 4, and with his inventory, man, scary, scary Blade. If the game goes longer, though, it is better for Lucifer, since his expansion lasts longer.
I think he could have been like at 80 supply if he had produced earlier, like 2.5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And then Lucifer had 50 supply. So I can't help but feel that he was too greedy.
Infi has kind of the human problem here with 1,600 gold and only 100 lumber.
Yeah. Also something that he could have been less greedy with. Going to upkeep sooner. Keep on making peons. Not really what you want to make in the late game, but well, if you have to, you have to. As it is, he's been hovering around 1.5k gold for such a long time.
Yes.
And there's no bank in this game, so you don't get interest.
Yeah, and this time he can't spend it on 3 tiny Great Hold as he did on last Refuge.
Exactly. Destroyer push coming in. First Raider dies immediately. But Windriders are pretty good against those. And Lucifer's gonna TP out. It's a 2-for-1 trade. So far I'm trying to keep count. One more Fiend, so it was 1 Fiend, 1 Destroyer against 2 Raiders. And a TP, of course.
Good trade for Infi, and he's pushing forward. 65 supply for Lucifer now. How much is stuck in production? Only the Fiend, as it seems. But of course it's 2 production buildings versus 3. For Infi, 77 supply on his side. Does he have upgrades? 0-0 and 0-0 there as well. Of course, Infi doesn't want to fight in tower range. Lucifer is luring him in there, but this position is not good.
Statues and Destroyers here being focused by the Windriders. TC is silent, so he can't storm at the moment. Coil saves that Destroyer. Here's go coming in from the Orc side as well, but the Fiends can't really kite backwards. So Lich is in trouble. He's dropping low. He gets healed, but in the meantime, everything on the ground, aside from the heroes, is getting marbled up. As everything is dead. 1 Fiend is left, but it's only in the ground. Only 14.9 supply left. And the Orc on the warpath. More ensnares are ready. So is the Hex. This DK gets purged, but with the ensnare, he's probably going to die here. Frost armor is not good enough against Surround. DK, oh, gets away actually. Never mind. The Grunt gets the last hit. Stomp as well. Lich to follow. GG. And Infi takes out the next Undead with his Orc.
And the last critical strike on Echo Isles, presumably, since I don't expect Infi to play Orc, was 183 with a pretty stacked Blade Master. So Lucifer is out, still claiming the 4th place. Unfortunately for him, no prize money for the 4th place. Only the top 3 are being rewarded here, but maybe for his confidence, it's great. He defeated Infi with in Undead Human, which is quite an accomplishment, I feel. And certainly better than his usual results, because he is one candidate to drop in the group stage or in the very early rounds of the lower bracket. He defeated Foggy. He defeated Infi, as I said, so not a bad run for Lucifer. And now the top 3, we are there. Moon, TH, Infi. Battle of the brothers first. Who of the humans will be the one to challenge the 5th race? We will find out about that in a bit. We go into a little break to catch a breath and then lower bracket final Infi TH. Be right back.